Okay, from what we've seen in Nigeria and where we currently are, do you think we have the potential to influence the economy beyond its current level?
Absolutely. It's about belief and it's about having a long term view. And I think the mindset has always been about if I can only fix today. And then we have to really talk about long term. So when you invest, and if you talk about when people invest, you cannot expect returns in day one. You have to be here for the long term. So for me, it's exactly the mindset that's required more than the capital or anything else, or the skills, because I think everything else will come.
Okay, I have another question. As a company that is focused on providing goods and services to a huge population, especially in the area of consumer packaged goods, what are some of the chances you would like to see put in place in order for business such as Nestle to continue to carry out their world-class operations in Nigeria?
Yeah. I think for one, if I just look at, and maybe, whenever there's a crisis, it reminds you of many things. So when we had the foreign exchange going the wrong way and Naira devaluing, it also made us become smarter. And we realized that we need to become much more aggressive with exports. The challenge is when you see most developed countries in the world protect exports, they encourage exports. And I think getting a framework in which we could have much more attractive to become a world-class exporter of food is an opportunity, but today the framework doesn't exist. And so we are at a disadvantage to many of the players in Europe or especially in Oceania, where we could produce food, but there's no subsidy, there's no export grants are not in place.
Okay, so how do you think we can work, together with the lawyers, and every other industry to put the right frameworks in place?
Well, it's continuing singing the song, and the song is that Nigeria has the potential, and we have to work together. And yes, the regulators have to put the frameworks in place, and somebody in government needs to see what is that opportunity. But for sure, it's about us engaging with each other. And I think some of the panelists made some very strong comments about that maybe private sector has not been vocal enough, and maybe private sector needs to come up more into the fore. And I think for me, that was what I got out of this. And for me, it was a great learning. I listened to some of the points that some of the panelists made, and I really thought, wow, it's exactly the right thing.
So basically, you think there's hope for the future?
Absolutely. You have to believe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.